Today's practice is going to be all about balance and healing, especially for the knees and the hips. In traditional Chinese medicine, these two areas are linked to specific elements that are earth and wood. If you think of the earth element like the floor beneath you and very grounding, wood is like a tree swaying in the wind, so it's got strong roots, but its branches are flexible and it grows. If you've been dealing with knee irritation like I have, or tension from training or tight hip flexors, this practice will help you ground through the earth element while helping you restore gentle movement and flow through the wood element, and releasing the inner thighs, hips and connective tissue while calming your nervous system so that it feels safe to heal. Whether you're here for recovery or prevention, this flow will help create safe stability so that you build strength from the inside out. So the idea in yin yoga, which is what we're going to be doing today, is that you hold the postures for a couple of minutes. So please get into a posture that is slightly challenging, but not where you're clenching your jaw and you feel really tense, because then your body's literally not going to relax and you're not going to see the benefits. I'm dealing with some knee issues, and would you believe I'm a yoga teacher who has a tight hip flexor, and I think that's what's pulling on my knee as well as it being weak, and training in the gym and doing some rehab in the gym as well. I created a little yoga floor for my knee and to target that inner thigh to try and release it. I thought I would put this on YouTube because I know that jiu-jitsu can cause a whole range of injuries, so if you are feeling tight in the hip flexors and around the knee area, then this is a practice for you. Or if you just want to open your hips a little bit, because they link to the lower back and we're always sat down or being sedentary, which just accumulates the tension in the hips and around this area. Starting with just with a grounding practice, I do actually like to do this practice before bed because it's yin yoga. You're super zen afterwards, so if you want to get ready for bed, get your pajamas on, some comfy clothes, make sure you've brushed your teeth, you're well fed and you're ready to relax. You're in a place where you're not going to be distracted. Sometimes I actually put a blanket on my yoga mat to actually get super cozy. So you might need pillows, you might need blocks, or you can use a stack of books each side if you need to elevate your hands in the low lunge that we're going to be doing to make sure we're comfortable in the position so that our body can relax. You can do this seated or you can lay down in Savasana if you want. It's totally up to you. So just starting to ground the body. Start to tune into your breath. Notice the air coming in through the nose, allowing the chest and the belly to expand. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale for the count of 4. Exhale for the count of 6. Do this twice more in your own time. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. One more time. And just checking in with your body here, your mind, what kind of day you've had, how you're feeling, and just witnessing how you're feeling. No need to change anything. And then we're going to start our first posture. So bringing the feet out in front of us, soles of the feet together. My socks are black. I was shoeless in the gym. Knees come out to the side. Straighten your spine. You're more than welcome to put pillows here underneath the knees if you need some support either side. If you have a long pillow, that's all good. You can maybe fold it over. You can stay here if you want, if it feels like enough, or inhale, try and straighten the spine a little, and then forward folds. You can round the spine here if you need to. Just come into a position that feels comfortable for you. It doesn't matter how deep you're going here. All that matters is that you can feel some sensation in the body and that you can relax the jaw and the shoulders at the same time. Coming back to your breath here. Allowing the body to ground down into the floor on the exhale. Noticing what sensations are coming up for you. It's on the outside of the legs for me. And using the breath here. And you can repeat the affirmation, I am supported. If your mind gets distracted easily, just coming back to the breath or coming back to this affirmation. And once the body relaxes, you can stretch a little bit further or just stay where you are, or you're more than welcome to regress the posture. And slowly going out of this posture, just removing the pillows, bringing your feet to the floor, maybe taking a windshield wiper here. Just moving the legs. And then slowly come into an all fours position. We're going to take the right leg forward, coming into a low lunge position. Where this back leg is going to depend on the intensity of the stretch for you. Welcome stack a block of books either side of your leg here. Elevate the hands slightly and make the posture less uncomfortable for you. Otherwise, just sitting in this lunge position here might be quite intense for some people, so you might want to lift the hips up slightly and back off instead of really pushing the hips down and forwards. So just coming back to the breath here, noticing where you can feel the sensation, and just think about grounding the body down to the floor, taking nourishing breaths. Feel the sensation of the right foot on the floor, the left knee on the floor. Using the affirmation, I release and grow. And slowly taking the hips back here and just taking that right knee to the floor again. Maybe coming into child's pose here. Just resting the head on the floor, taking some breaths. Notice the sensations in the hips. And slowly coming back up to a kneeling position. And we'll take it on the opposite side. So again, you might want to use your blocks or books either side of the left foot. And starting to settle into this posture here, allowing the hips to move towards the floor. Taking nourishing breaths and coming back to the affirmation, I release and grow. And slowly taking the hips back here, bringing that left knee to the floor this time and coming into a child's pose again, bringing the forehead to the floor. Noticing the sensations in the hips, taking some nourishing breaths. Come into an all fours position and bringing the legs forwards. And we're going to take a half shoelace, taking the right foot over the left knee, trying to place the right knee over the left knee. If you're just here, that's fine, of course, but we are trying to get the top of the right foot onto the floor here. And in this posture, you really don't have to fold that further forward to feel a stretch on the back of your hamstring here. So just come in to settle into this posture here. Just go into a position where you feel a slight stretch on the back of the hamstring now. Inhale, think about expanding. Exhale, release. Using the affirmation, I adapt with strength. Feeling the muscles relax with each exhale. And also just being a witness to what sensations come up in each of these postures. Some of them might feel intense and some of them maybe not so intense, depending on the specific areas in your body that need attention. And just trying to be a witness of the tension and trying to use the breath to diffuse the intensity, but of course never sitting through pain. If you need to ease out of the posture at any point, please do so. And then slowly releasing that leg and just giving the legs a little wiggle. And switching sides, taking the left leg over, bringing the top of the left foot to the floor. Bring both knees together and then just slightly folding forwards. You really don't need to go that far to feel a sensation. Unless you guys are more flexible than me, I'm not sure. Maybe. And using the affirmation, I adapt with strength. Taking some nourishing breaths. Noticing the sensations on the back of the legs. Maybe in the left hip. And again, slowly making your way out of that posture. Just giving the legs a little wiggle here. And then we're going to come into deer. So bringing the right leg at a right angle in front of us. Taking the left leg back. So both legs are at a right angle here. Going to inhale. Stay in here if this is enough for you. Or exhale, forward fold over that front right leg. Of course, you might not be folding forward as much as I am, and please use the pillows to make yourself feel comfortable. But again, come back to your breath. The affirmation for this pause is I find balance. Ground in the body with each exhale. And slowly starting to heal yourself up from this posture, releasing the pillow. Maybe just taking a windshield wiper here, taking the knees from side to side, feet on the floor. And then we're going to take it on the opposite side. So bringing the left leg forwards at a right angle. Taking the right one back. Inhale, head up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold over that left leg here. Come into a position that's comfortable for you, where there's no tension in your jaw or your shoulders. Exhale, relax the body. Use the affirmation, I find balance. Slowly making your way out of this posture, bringing the feet to the floor and just again taking the knees out either side and turning this slow like nature as we go into our last posture. So taking the legs out wide here, going to a wide leg forward fold, trying to sit up as straight as you can, maybe taking a little bend in the knees if you need to. And of course, using pillows and props to get you to a comfortable position here. Inhale, straighten the spine, and then exhale, forward fold. More than welcome to round back here. Just come into a point that feels slightly challenging. And use the breath to relax the body. And using the affirmation, I am rooted but free. Taking some nourishing, grounding breaths here as you sink into the floor. And slowly coming out of that posture. And just bringing your knees together. And just curling up into a ball here. Maybe rocking from side to side. Taking a big deep breath. Exhale. And then slowly making your way to Savasana here. Tucking the hips under, feet go out to the side, palms face up, shoulders relax down the back. And starting to allow the body to relax into the floor here, making a nice and cozy nest. Tune into how the body feels from when you first started the practice. Noticing any sensations in the hips and the inner thighs. Coming back to the breath. Feel the chest and the stomach expand. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 6. 3 rounds in your own time. And just returning to your normal breathing pattern. Allowing the body to ground and relax into the floor. Either concentrating on your breath or concentrating on relaxing every single muscle in the body here. Noticing when the mind gets distracted and bringing it back to the breath. And then slowly starting to wiggle the hands and the feet here. You're more than welcome to stay in this lying position for as long as you want. And just switch off the video. Or beginning to move the legs, bringing the knees into the chest here. Maybe rocking from side to side. Making your way to a seated position. Hoping that you feel a lot calmer than when you first started. I certainly do. And I hope this practice has been helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the next one.